Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Tournament Desert. We are casting the equivalent now. Yeah, Blake made an observation that we haven't casted off Faymanville in like 7 games. Feels bad, man. It's not a bad map, it's just...
It's not. It's
you
just the new generic. Everyone's sticking with it, which isn't really
It's like fidget spinners, right? It'll...
Yeah.
It's popular, it's cool, it's a phase, but not really a phase, because I guess it has been for like basically as long as this map has been out.
I feel like fidget spinners, I think just crazes in general are lasting less and less amounts of time. The newer generations are getting more and more bored more and more quickly of things, of fads, of things. So I reckon if they like colonized Mars, it'd be cool for like 6 months. They'd be like, like whatever. Like everyone's gone to Mars, mum. It's boring. I go somewhere else.
This is a pretty good juke by Hooligan. Yeah, the cons. Yeah, big mistake there. So I should intro this. This is a show match. This is the full balance preview. This was from AE's little event that he's doing now. It's a funny acronym. It's PISS. It's Patreon Invitational Sunday Showdown.
Oops.
No, I'm pretty sure it's intentional.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he's doing like a weekly broadcast where the prize pool for the players are raised via Patreon backers, and it's like a best of 3, and at least for now it's on the full balance preview. So I think it's a good initiative, and I'm glad we're getting this. It is, you know, really important to get as many games as we can on the balance preview.
Yeah. Why are you seeing nice early sniper from Finndeed? It's been a while since we've seen this. This is old school in terms of build orders.
Well, Tier 1's
early Soviet sniper.
Tier 1's all the rage now, yeah, but normally you'd go a couple of penals first. It's pretty risky, I guess. Now, in the full balance preview, at least as far as I remember, maybe it's been changed in one of the recent iterations, but the Kubel is like super, super bad. Its armor was halved, I think, and it just gets focused stupidly fast. So, I mean, the Kubel's isn't good against the sniper even in live because damage is so pitiful, but at least it's kind of durable. Whereas the Kubel in this is very flimsy, but oh man, dude, this is a Stern Pioneer flank if I've ever seen one.
And it's one hell of a Stern Pioneer flank. Finndeed might be able to outrun this. It's just no, he screwed up the shot. He didn't take the shot on the Stern Pioneers. That was really important if he wanted to trade this with the conscripts. So the shot doesn't actually go off, and this is a losing battle. Eventually, the sniper retreats here. Eventually, the sniper retreats.
But even if it doesn't retreat, the sniper is not doing anything. Yeah. And meanwhile, Hooligan has the double fuel. So the longer that he just doesn't take manpower bleed, he's going towards his Panzer II, and he's happy with that.
This is brutal. So he's getting focused.
Okay, the penal's going to have some great damage here, though. Doesn't drop one model of the sniper, but that will force Hooligan into a pretty fast squad of medics.
Yeah, sniper. It's almost worse, dropping that much health and not dropping a model for Finndeed. Can't reinforce health. Actually going to go for another squad of penals, however.
Oh, wow.
Thinks he can play this out a little bit longer.
Hooligan, bro.
Hooligan.
Lag. Okay. He didn't actually lose the Volks. Which is very surprising. I mean, more importantly... Oh, no, okay, no. The reason why is because he didn't actually satchel the house. So Finndeed was of the assumption that Hooligan wouldn't lag out and would evac his Volks. So he actually hit the floor. And that's normally a really good play to make because then you get like a little bit of extra radius towards where they can retreat through, especially with just regular grenades. But because he lagged out, apparently they both did. You know, these things happen, the Relic servers. Not very often, but it does happen. So because the satchel didn't actually hit, like, it wasn't on the building, it was on the ground near the building. That's why it didn't blow up the entire thing. So I guess a lucky break, though, for Hooligan, because if he didn't deserve to lose that because of lag, then yeah, whatever.
See, I thought it was just like one of my League of Legends plays where you just like, you really screw up badly and then you just call lag in chat. Yeah, so everyone knows you're not actually bad at video games, but...
like the time where you missed stationary target with your solo...
With my Zenith blade, yeah, exactly. I was just, oh, lag, sorry. Sorry, I'm lagging. Lagging, guys. Sorry about that.
It's like you had this really sick Sovereign engage, and it was really well set up, and then you just whiffed a stationary target. This is risky though. Hooligan going for his tier 1. Tier 2 is all the rage. Tier 1, regarded as being a little bit weaker. Actually, ooh, a flak half track. Okay, I get that.
Yeah, RAP sniper. So medical supplies. I'm gonna be grabbing those. Do love it. Look at that Vet Zero Storm Pioneer squad dropping medical supplies. And that's been a long time implemented, but yeah, gotta love it. Squad's healing up.
So we haven't mentioned this, but Hooligan locked in the elite armored doctrine very early on.
Pretty much straight away.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't insta-lock it. I mean, you don't really get anything until...
Well, 2 there, the signal. I think signal relays 2?
Yeah, it's 2 command points,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Yeah.
when is he going to actually use that? I don't think you use that for the early game. And, you know, that 50 munitions... It's just getting an STG out at 60 munitions is way more important. Even if you wanted to use it at some situation early on.
Buck's gonna be moving up. If Finndeed has his ears to his headphones, he should be able to hear this one coming and deal with it. Not gonna go straight for the sniper, probably a good move. Just gonna start forcing the penals out of cover. We'll find a lot of map control here for free for the Hooligan. He's gonna force off all of these squads.
Now this can be a pretty nasty map for the flak half track because you have these hard cutoffs. But this cutoff is a little bit harder to get, and it is the southern fuel captured there by Finndeed.
Currently no way to deal with this flak half track for Finndeed.
Yeah, it's
It's gonna
going
be
for
very difficult to get a penal squad up nice and close and personal, and Hooligan knows about it. He's like, you didn't preemptively invest in a tier 2, my friend, so you'll be punished.
Oh man, he can't retreat these penals because they're already at their retreat point. He's gonna have to cancel this tier 2 and maybe build it a little bit further back. I guess he was taking some damage there from the AMG, and he's worried about these satchels. So the satchels have actually changed though. You need the PTRS now to actually unlock the sticky satchel.
Okay. So it's a good implementation though, because I mean, imagine, let's just say they had the satchels available. Imagine this was no satchel penals and you're on this build, and then the flak half track walked out and then set up inside your base, and then you literally couldn't do anything about it because you couldn't get your tier 2 down. But now at least there's a unit that can pressure the flak half track.
That being said, I'm a little bit unsure why Hooligan is being so defensive. I mean, maybe he's forgetting about the change, because yeah, they have the regular satchels, but they will not stick to their targets.
Yeah.
The only reason that's a threat is if he like gets PTRS upgrade halfway towards charging up this flak half track, but it can just insta-pin and just murder the penals. So I sort of feel like Hooligan is perhaps not factoring in the change to the penals, as he is being more defensive than he could be. Like that penal flank there, like surely he could have just focused that. But anyway, it has got the north side of the map secured for him.
Which is nice. STG upgrades coming down as well, so Hooligan has one of those, and you say map control looking pretty good. There's just no way for Finndeed to currently trade when the flak half track pressure is on. Even in regular engagements, it's tough for the conscripts to trade against STG Volsks, regular Volsks.
Now he's going for a HMG, so I really like this playstyle here. It's definitely not what we normally see. The MG34 can be great versus these penals. They don't have any URA or anything.
He used that ability.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But I guess
It's weird.
I mean, yeah, he was perhaps worried about a T70, so he doesn't want to get his flak half track caught out of position, which I suppose is reasonable given that he actually doesn't have a Raketten.
Do you really think Finndeed had anywhere near the fuel for that though, or could have gone for that in that time span? Like, getting the tier 3 up and then getting the T70? Kind of misjudged that.
He wouldn't be that far off a quad half track, but
Yeah.
those aren't too popular anymore. They're definitely not as strong as they used to be.
Not that much threat. And you can see the amount of Volsts on the field with Fausts.
Okay, this barrage could actually wipe this. That's one shot away from... He's going for it too.
Yeah,
oh my
nice.
god.
Good play.
Okay, he actually misses that one. Unlucky scout. Needs to evac this fast though. Oh, two.
He uses it short. It must be short.
Oh, well, maybe just bad luck there.
Yeah.
That was a pretty far shot.
Well, that's seriously bad scatter luck if that was scatter and it was used actually on the garrison. I've never seen 2 short shots like that.
Okay, he had AT grenades there, but he was insta-pinned.
That's really unlucky. Could have easily been a wipe on the MG. Good reaction from Hooligan. Takes the luck he's given and manages to evac.
Definitely liking Hooligan here. He's got far more map control than Finndeed. He's got VPs down to 360. And I think he's had a munitions lead as well, which is definitely important here. To get your own STGs, to get your own shoe mines, and to deny the Soviet demos.
Lack of map control means lack of mines, so like Half-Track has so much room to breathe. Hooligan's covered essentially the entire map with that thing now, so knows that there are probably no mines in here, so he doesn't have to really worry about that, even though he has the... Even with that being said, he has the Strong Pioneers with the sweeper available. Raketten going to be building now for Hooligan. Smart, but he, you know, feels just not quite there yet for Finndeed. I think it's smarter for Finndeed not to go for a T70 here, just to deal with the flag half-track when it's going to be so soon that Hooligan has another tank out. Another vehicle out. Just sticking with this gun. Nice move.
Look at Hooligan, he actually changed his mind. He got rid of the Zis gun. Instead went for the Panzer headquarters. He went for the other truck. Actually, and it's called Stern Pioneers as well. So he wants to get a mobile Shrek, I suppose, rather than the Raketten. As for Finndeed, he actually went for a Maxim. So this is definitely, yeah, a different style of game here. He already had the tier 2 building. Now this is the new Maxim. I don't know how much you've seen of it. It's a wider arc, but a much longer setup time. Look at that. You can't just A-move your Maxims anymore. They have that setup time limiting the ability use of them, but the defensive use of them is pretty effective with that wider arc.
This will be nice. Maybe get naded?
Now, the suppression isn't amazing. Or I think it's actually been buffed in this 4-bounce preview.
Yeah.
But it's going to be always good with synergy for the sniper, because then you can't charge the sniper if there's a Maxim defending it.
Very nice play by Hooligan. Buys a lot of time by mucking around with the Volsts. Enough of the flak half-track to get down here and start denying these combat engineers and the Maxim, both of which are going to be forced to retreat with the Volt still on the field. It's been revealed on the cancel!
Well, he had a Zis gun there, and he's going to satchel that one too. Now, he still has a lot of fuel. It was a pretty early cancel, but that's definitely quite unfortunate for Hooligan, and really good response there by Finndeed. It's a great spot to have that Panzer headquarters, so denying that one will give him a bit more breathing room, a bit more time to actually go for his tier 3.
Very nicely played. Good knowledge from Finndeed as well. He's well outside his kind of cap zone. He was almost looking for a truck setting up. One of the best ways to get back into a game against OKW is finding a truck setting up and taking it out, or at least getting the cancel here, which we've seen. Putting Hooligan a little bit further behind. Finndeed in a much better position.
And he's 5 command points away from this Storm Tiger, so it's going to be a little bit hard for him to stall for that, especially given the call-in premium that you have to pay. See, he's going for it again, another supply truck here.
Yeah. See if he still goes for an aggressive position, or maybe decides to place it where he has a little bit more map control towards the south of the map. Could be better.
Oh, what? He actually got the nade off. Didn't expect that. But I don't know how worth it it'll be. There's this gun moving up. These hedges should save him. This is actually a good position here, going backwards rather than just going down.
Less vulnerable to the Zis gun. All the Volts now upgraded with STGs. And still hasn't actually gone for a Shrek. So he has it kind of ready to go, so I can upgrade with the Shrek if I see a threat. If not, I'm cool where I am at the moment. So
yeah, I think he's seen how many support weapons there are. And Stern Pioneer's very good versus support weapons. Good up close, and that's how you want to be playing versus the Maxims.
No point giving away DPS if you don't need to. How are we going with this sniper for Finndeed? Has he veterancy too? It's quite low. Please tell me that Finndeed does at least have medics. And I'm guessing he does.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. He just hasn't. The sniper's just been busy. That's cool.
26
Gotta
kills.
double check.
It's a fair bit. I mean, given the overall situation of the game, it's not paying itself off yet, but it's always a long-term investment. We'll see how it goes. Drops the model there, though.
Nice, yeah.
And he's having some trouble with vaulting the fence. Or maybe it was a Mad Dog bait. Oh my god. Oh, he retreats the... Okay, that's why, because of that Panzer headquarters.
Yeah.
The Volks barely survive. Maxim... Oh, not quite within range.
Maybe he's hoping on the Maxim to find the white, but probably doesn't have the vision to find it at maximum arc. Cool. So, Hooligans, where has that truck gone? Has it set up in a safer location? I'm pretty sure we see this for Panzer headquarters up.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, cool. Much safer location. Covering, I don't actually mind that position. It does cover the battle group and kind of that retreat path as well.
Still this cutoff as well, which is the main thing, I think. Yeah. And it's behind these little trees, so it is a bit hard to get the snipe. And if you do go for the Zisgun siege, you can go negative cover there, so it can be a little bit tricky.
Very nice placement. So.
Now, Finndeed not having any tier 3 vehicles, he can't punish this. This would normally be a dead half-track.
It's just cool to see how great players kind of change up their play style based on enemy unit composition. Like, you would never ever do that with a half-track if there was any vehicle that could possibly put pressure on it. You would never move it that far forward without getting repairs. It'd be back in your base getting repairs, but... I mean, Hooligan knows that Finndeed doesn't have a T-70 or an SU-76, so he goes aggressive with it and then runs the Strapioneers up to it.
And even these choice of Maxims, don't know if it would see those if there was a Panzer II. This could be a dead half-track though. He pops the smoke, but he doesn't have anywhere to run. He can't crush the wall there. He doesn't have that, the medium crush.
Getting shot up by the Maxim.
Yeah, he's already blown his smoke here, but he should be able to get away.
It's all rear armor damage. Jack's going to walk away from this one. Nice play.
Yeah, good work there with the Volks. He actually charged up that Zisgun pretty aggressively, forced it to back away, and the half-track does escape. So, a very good play from Hooligan. Good preservation, good positioning. He hasn't lost anything so far, neither has Finndeed.
Looking towards that victory points. Finndeed on 188, not in a great position. Hooligan split him down quite well on 479 himself.
Has he been using this again? Because
I've seen it once. I've only seen it once, so I'm not sure. But he has just got another squad of Volks STGs. That's 4 squads of Volks. So there was one newer squad of Volks Grenadiers. So
because that could explain the pretty aggressive positioning. If he's using that and seeing he doesn't have any vehicles, then it does give him the knowledge to make those aggressive plays. But it looks like Finndeed going to be going straight for his tier 4 at this stage. Really no point going for a tier 3 vehicle. He has access to his T-34-85s, so that could be an option.
Wouldn't be bad playing into the Hooligan's current unit composition. Certainly isn't any hard AT there.
Now, we can't repair this because of the suppression. Oh, but he actually decrews the Zisgun, the hero Volks.
Nice play.
Can't recrew the Zis with his Maxim.
Now, what's the vehicle engine thing on the commander, on Hooligan's commander? It's been a while since
I'm hovering over it now. The emergency repairs. Now, it's not very good though. It's like the Storm Tiger, where when you repair it, the crew can get gunned down and it abandons.
Yeah.
So it's not like the the crazy super glue that you used to have on the American crews, where you would pop the smoke, get out, insta repair. Actually, is that still in the game? It probably is, to be honest. I can't remember.
There's so many iterations that I just don't know anymore.
Actually,
stupid stuff.
I think it may have been technically a bug, so it was fixed at one stage. I think perhaps that's it. Like a few other things, I kind of get confused between what's been changed in my mod. Not that I play it or work on it actively, but sometimes I conflate the two.
Yeah, so Hooligan sticks around a little bit too long. Finally, the half-track falls, but has gotten a hell of a lot of work done. A nice recrew from Finndeed. Actually run a, pretty sure it was a combat engineer squad in. Capped that one. Sniper, what are you doing?
Well, yeah. I mean, this is where Hooligan's in trouble, though, because he's lost his only vehicle. He's got a sniper, actually, which may get taken out right now. He's going to have to vault that one, but still not focusing it. A little bit late there with a retarget. Still going for the Maxim. Oh, my God. The sniper gets away from that one. He definitely wasn't properly focusing that. He was firing the Maxim for some time, and right now, he actually gets the kill there, but I don't know why he's dancing around with these Volks here. He should be YOLOing after this Maxim. I mean, he can fight these cons. I don't know, mate. Is this a weird lag thing? I don't know.
I don't know. In your natural lings are dancing. But yeah, I don't know. The sniper just didn't go down. There's a poor retarget. Hooligan had that for free.
Even that.
Sniper was all kinds of dead.
Yeah. And
no, stay still. I moved. Yeah, Hooligan should not have moved there. There was no way to get around that fence in time. He should have actually, if anything, moved further left, closer to the cover, so he could have sniped down the Maxim. But yeah, there was a poorly micro engagement. But again, you know, it could be this lag. So yeah.
Whatever. So I was gonna say, yeah, there's 2 Maxims. There's a Vet 3 sniper. We've got these almost Vet 3 double penals. Those are nasty. This is where you struggle as OKW, or I guess Wehrmacht as well. But now he has this Sturmtiger, so this is a game changer, and it's a good counter to the support weapons, especially if Finndeed is relying on the Zis gun. But he isn't far off getting a T-34-85.
Would you like to take bets on the first squad wipe we're going to see? I'm going to vote Combat Engineers. What are you going to go for? Like a Maxim or something?
A Maxim,
or?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's go.
Unless he gets this now.
Oh.
I mean, does he have vision on this, though? Let's go Finndeed.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he sees that one. So that's going to change things. Doesn't get that first wipe off.
It's so loud as well, though. That you can tell a Sturmtiger's out on the field. That startup sound is like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's about as loud as Blake playing League of Legends.
I don't know if I go that far, but sure. Yeah. I'm going to owe you $1 if this Sturmtiger keeps heading down the bot lane. Towards this Maxim.
Everyone's so triggered right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, retreats that Maxim out. Does he get the Mad Dog
Go for the shot.
I don't know if you actually can really do that. He has to aim it like pretty far in advance. But he's going to be a T-34-76 if indeed. Going actually for his Soviet Windustry, going for that KV-2. I mean, I don't really know what he's doing here. Does he want to get the fuel drops? He has the munitions for it. I don't understand this choice though, because the penetration is going to be pretty lackluster.
Wipe for wipe, maybe? The KV-2? I don't know.
But if he wants to wipe infantry, why not go a KV-8?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, regardless of this 76, so the 76 itself is a weird choice. I don't know why he's gone for that. It's not even going to put any pressure on the Sturmtiger at all. It's just, yeah, I wouldn't even worry about it if I wouldn't change my playstyle very much if I was the Hooligan, seeing the 76 out on the field.
Yeah, we'll give him good pressure at the north here, which he kind of needs, because his VP situation, it is a little bit antsy, given he's down at 177.
To me, it makes sense if he wanted more map control in terms of pushing around, and it's not going to get one shot by... There's less danger of getting taken out by the Sturmtiger than going for another infantry squad, so it makes sense in terms of that, but only if Finndeed now goes for fuel drops. Now several fuel drops to get another tank out.
This may look weird. I think he's actually trying to blow up the house. You can blow up houses by like driving around them weirdly, because that's going to make it harder to use these Maxims, and it's a waste of a shot if it's just to force something out of a house. Or maybe he's just actually got weird pathing, I don't know. I don't think he responded there. If he was... Oh, no, doesn't get the flank off. If he was just buying the heavy cover, he would have been okay there. Would have got the suppression resistance.
We'll be forced to retreat. 76 is getting a bit of work done. Has forced off several Welsh Grenadier squads. I like it.
Okay. Was looking for something here. He's got the Zis gun moving up too.
He knows where the Sturmtiger is.
Yeah, that's a fuel drop.
Okay, yeah, I like that. That's nice. The attempted Faust will fail.
I wish I could see the range here. Let's look at Finndeed's vision, because that's kind of what matters. It's like, does he respond?
Yeah, I mean, Sturmtiger really doesn't have very much vision by itself.
The rear armor shot from like a perfect frontal angle.
Yeah. It's a coding thing, man. We can't fix that. So. Move!
Oh
T-70!
my God.
What are you... T-76 just stopped.
Okay, now another reason why a T-34-85, perhaps even the KV-8, I can't remember, would be a good idea is because they don't actually get one shot by the Sturmtiger. It does 640 damage, which is what pretty much all tanks have, like medium tanks that is, but a few of them, like the T-34-85, the Panther, the Bulldozer Sherman, they actually have more health, and they won't get one shot by that Sturmtiger, so that would make them even more valuable. The Su-85 actually gets one shot by the Sturmtiger. It's quite frustrating.
Yeah, that was a weird play. I don't know, maybe Finndeed just wanted me to eat my words when I said the 76 was less likely to get wiped than an infantry squad, but you really should never use that. As long as you're always moving, it's pretty much an impossible hit for the Sturmtiger to hit him moving T-34-76, but it just stopped for no reason.
I was about to say, it's like, this is good that what he's doing, he's forcing this Sturmtiger off so he can use Maxims more aggressively, but then he just left it there and got killed. Now he's got a Jagdpanzer IV as well. That's going to be giving excellent support for this Sturmtiger. It can also trade pretty effectively versus the Su-85. Has good sighting as well, which really helps out. If you look at its vision, there's this cone vision that it has. We can't see it now because of these volts, but it's good for chasing things down.
Probably the most dangerous composition for Hooligan to deal with here would have been T-34-85s, but the 76 gives you a pretty strong indication that Finndeed hasn't gone for... it gives you a pretty strong indication that Finndeed hasn't gone for a commander that includes 86s, 85, sorry. Otherwise, you would have built an 85, and there's another white. Penal's going down much too close to the Sturmtiger.
Yeah, maybe he didn't actually see that.
He might not have seen that.
He probably didn't where it was.
It's the Jagdpanzer IV providing vision, so...
Yeah, that's nasty. Two wipes already. 2 for 2. Good success so far. Now, the other thing as well to bear in mind is the Jagdpanzer IV will have these extra penetration and damage shells. They're very, very nasty, and it especially will help him if we eventually have a KV2, but it doesn't look like we will at this stage, going for another 76.
Wow. Ah, that sucks. Finndeed went for an attack move. He was going for an attack move to take out the MG of Hooligan, but when the volts ran into range, obviously the penals stopped and he loses the wipe. A very well micro engagement by the Hooligan.
Yeah, very clever. He doesn't bite the bullet and go for the tree. He actually kind of keeps it behind there, out of the line of sight. So very, very good play thus far. I'm very impressed from Hooligan. He's playing this one well. I don't see how Finndeed can turn this one around with only an Su-85 and a T-34. 76, despite what you may think looking at the back of it. It's a different skin for it. Looks like an 85, but it's not.
It does actually, yeah. I was kind of confused for a second. I was like, how the hell did he get that? But it looks like he's trying to build up a dangerous tank composition, which means at least one more tank, another 76, I'm pretty sure. Is he going to have time to do that, though? I don't think so. He's down to 143 VPs. He has actually gone for another fuel drop.
Now, that was a bit of a wasted shot there. If he cancelled it and went for the Zis gun, he may have got the shot, but it doesn't matter. He can just recharge that one, go again. Jagdpanzer IV is going to be screening this. Now, he has to be careful though, because there isn't a Raketten for support. He actually may have blocked off his own retreat here with the Sturmtiger. Is that a 3-shot?
Yeah, it'll be a 3-shot. It'll be a 3-shot.
Oh, that's nasty.
See you later.
Focus sight, so he can't chase this one very well.
This game's looking pretty over, Finndeed. He's only going to have enough for one more tank. I mean, he's gone for another fuel drop, maybe another fuel drop after this one. Doesn't look like he wants to go for a KV2 at all.
He actually builds a squad of penals, so I think he's kind of given up on this tank game. Which seems pretty sensible to me.
I mean, provided he can avoid the... It makes sense in terms of if he can avoid the Sturmtiger shot, if he avoids that. If he's looking over the map and he's microing well and has good vision, he should be fine to just play this one out with the infantry. I mean, the Sturmtiger, sure, it's dangerous against infantry, but only with the main gun when it takes that shot. After that, not dangerous. It's about as dangerous as the Jagdpanzer IV that we see here from the Hooligan. So his entire tank presence really isn't that dangerous against infantry. And I guess the only issue then is Hooligan's own infantry presence. 4 squads of pretty much about 5 Welsh Grenadiers with STGs.
Bro, aren't you forgetting something? The grenade launcher.
What?
They're so bad. They're so bad. Yeah. That, and it's like, he's not even Vet 1 yet, despite killing a tank and a squad of penals.
It's like the, I'm sure that this is something like Harold put in so he could justify the, justify those close nades for, what is it, is it the Comet that gets them, or no?
It's like everything Comet,
gets them?
Churchill, I think they both get them. Oh, well, there's no unprioritized vehicles there. Going into the Zis gun, though, this could be a little bit too deep for this. He does miss one shot.
Wrong way, Strumtag. Turn around.
Yeah, what's he doing?
Around.
This was a little bit of a disaster for Hooligan. But he was able to salvage it, and he actually used that signal relay too. So I think just making sure he wasn't getting flanked. It is nice to see him doing this. And now especially that he already has all these Volks upgraded, so there really isn't much of an other investment. Apart from the arty, which is pretty bad.
I wouldn't say no to a couple of shoe mines in strategic locations.
Is this too deep?
Yeah. At least he has vision with the Volskrens. At this point, it should be obvious where the Strumtig is moving to. Because you see that forward scouting squad like a Volskren going forward and then getting suppressed and not retreating. It's like, I wonder what that squad's there for. Probably for scouting.
Yeah, that and... Is he ever going to move the Sturmtiger up north here? Somehow, I don't think so. It'd be way too risky unless he goes the long way around. The other thing as well that is quite strange is this bug. Pretty sure that's bugged out. 229 fuel.
Yeah.
This KV2 is not 230.
No, I tell you what it is. It's the Soviet Windustry commander. He's just like, man, I just can't sell Finndeed on this idea of a KV2 at 230 fuel. Why don't I drop it down to 229? And then it's like, oh, look, 229 looks so much cheaper than 230, and Finndeed goes for it. That's what I'm thinking. The Soviet Windustry commander is a salesperson at heart.
Right, so it's 229 with a free set of steak knives. Order now and get your very own, like, 2-for-1 KV8 combo deal.
Exactly, yeah.
Get an extended warranty with it as well if you lose it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the second time that's happened. Going for that cutoff. I mean, is it really worth it? Because all he's got connected is a munitions point. And at this stage, the munitions is not that important. It's not like he has a strafing run or anything, so that just does not seem worth it. And even if it was worth it, just keep moving. Just queue around.
I mean, it's just, this is the most obvious spot to get wiped. You're pretty much throwing a squad away. It's like, what do you think Hooligan's going to do when you go for that cap? You can see that. You're giving him free vision. Doesn't even have to run a squad for it or telegraph it at all. Just shoots with the Strumtiger. It's very weird play. I do like this build, though, from Finndeed. This is what I thought he was going to go for. He's playing it out on VPs. He wants to cap VPs, just hold them and chill for a bit with a nice unit composition, which is solid. Going double SU-85 makes a lot of sense. I didn't want to see him start diving in again with T-34 76s. They're just too vulnerable to getting shot up by the Strumtiger or taken out in other ways. So the build makes sense to me. With that being said, the Hooligan is now going for a Panther, which is fantastic. Now,
if this gets hardcore late game, he has double SU-85 and potentially a KV2. This is a very good VP control composition.
Stop!
It doesn't actually get the wipe there due to that formation, the penal guy straggling behind. Now, the SU-85s can be aggressive here. The Jagdpanzer has taken some damage. The Panther has not yet arrived. Oh my god, this could be nasty if Finndeed commits to it. But he is going for some pretty aggressive flanks. Oh man, if he killed that Panzer headquarters.
Yeah, that'd be pretty hard.
He's going for it now.
Now, it's so sad. It's such a good play by Finndeed to go for it, but he's late by 20 seconds, essentially. How long it would have taken those SU-85s to take out the Panzer headquarters? That would have been fantastic. The Strumtiger wouldn't have had time to reload before the SU-85s took out the Panzer headquarters. It was a great play. It's not going to pan out. The Panther's now on the field. Here we go. Yeah,
he's actually snared one of those SU-85s. The Panther's going, and he's got a nice flank off, and the Zis is decrewed. Jagdpanzer 4 actually tags a mine, though. So this is a nice little turnaround, but too late. Jagdpanzer with the flank, and that is always nasty for an SU-85 to have its rear armor exposed to another tank destroyer.
SU-85 is going to try and outdistance the Jagdpanzer 4. It's not going to work out. Very well micro engagement by Hooligan.
Well, it may lose a Volks for his trouble, but shouldn't matter at this stage with no AT. The Panther's going to have free reign, as is the Sturmtiger.
It's going to be game ending. There we go. Last SU-85 has gone down. 140 fuel left for Finndeed.
Nice try there with that satchel. The satchel that could... Okay, he's going to recrew the Zis, but perfect timing here with the Sturmtiger. Yeah. I hope we see the Mad Dog grenades. Just for swag points. Some 20 munitions, man. I think it's like, you know the Land Raider from Dow 2 where it has that little grenade barrage thing? I think it's the same as that. I've only used it a couple of times.
Okay, yeah. Maxim goes down. Obers just to nail the coffin with some LMGs here for Hooligan. It's looking good. He's in a fantastic position. Very well played engagement with the Panther. Good build order. Not a whole lot that Finndeed could do.
Yeah, I think he had a chance there, but once he threw away that first T-34, he lost any real attempt of getting side VP control.
And then the second one that went down as well, so...
Yeah, what was that to again?
That was to a really poorly microed engagement
shot.
where he tried to, he
Right.
just got triple shot by Jagdpanzer 4, so...
Yeah, I don't necessarily know what he was going for here with this. I guess he just wanted the fuel. That was really the only consideration, was he wanted the fuel. I guess also these repairs are quite handy, the repair stations. He didn't really use them, but they are very nice to have, especially if you're trying to play aggressive.
Yeah, there's just the one, I think. Just the one repair station.
Does he even have
down,
one?
Down. There,
oh, there, right.
Yeah.
And it's only munitions, and so it's just so easy to spam them.
25 points left.
I'm kind of sad.
Heroically to play this one out.
I thought there was the chance there for Finndeed there, because that KV2 is just so nasty. You just park it on a VP, you got SU-85s for support, and you cannot take this VP. The Storm Tiger goes in, gets just annihilated by those SU-85s. The infantry get one shot by the KV2. It could have worked, but he didn't have the preservation of tanks to actually get to that stage, unfortunately. There we go, the KV8.
KV8, yay! I honestly wouldn't have minded even T-34-85s in this game, having seen the Storm Tiger, if you wanted to go for that aggressive play, but...
Yes, especially because the mark target as well. You get 2 or 3 T-34s, definitely. You catch it at a position, you mark target, you go in. It's probably the best way to deal with it, especially if his only support for it was that Jagdpanzer 4. I mean, it probably would have changed, like, if it was T-34-85s he was versing, but that seems a little bit more robust than what he was trying to do here. But anyway, I guess it's always sort of hard to play against the Storm Tiger because it's always just, a second away from wiping something. So GG, well played to Hooligan. I didn't actually catch the first game. I'm pretty sure what happened though is Hooligan just maxim spammed. Apparently maxims are really strong now.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
As confirmed by Zarok. So yeah. Next Sunday, I can't remember the time, but it'd be like a European time. You can catch these games live, casted by AE, and I'm guessing Stormless. I don't know, but that's it from us here at Children's Gentlemen Headquarters.
Thank you for joining us. Watch out for Storm Tigers. Don't let them ambush you in a dark alley.
Yeah, and I just love Hooligan's munitions bank here. 21 munitions. He's always spamming the Sigma relay.
Yeah,
it's so good. I love it in team games against US. You just snipe the ambos.
Right, yeah.
You pop it, go, oh, there's an ambo over there. You drive over a sniper and drive away. It's very, very nasty. So, yeah, see you later. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You said the swear at the start of this recording.
I said a what?
You said fuck just as I started recording.
Did I really?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Tournament Desert.